Hi everyone, my name is Johnny and I'm one of the student finance advisors at SERC. This is just a short video to introduce you to full-time further education student finance and to give you a brief overview of the financial assistance that may be available to you as a student at SERC. It might not answer all of the questions that you have, but hopefully it'll point you in the right direction and you'll know who to contact if you want some more information. Okay, so let's get started. We'll begin with a quick overview of what we're going to be covering in this video. So you'll meet the student finance team. I'm going to introduce you to student finance and what that actually is and means. We will look at the main sources of further education funding available to students. We'll wrap up with some key points and then we'll have another final reminder of contact details for any follow-up questions that you may have. Okay, so let's meet the student finance team. We have 3 student finance advisors based at each of the main SERC campuses. We have Adrian Huisma based at our Lisburn campus. We have Megan Cunningham based at our Bangor campus and she also covers Newton Ards. And myself, Johnny Kidd, based in Downpatrick, and that also includes the Newcastle and Ballynahinch campuses. We can be contacted via email at studentfinance@serc.ac.uk. And we're also available via telephone. You need to call 028 91 27 6602 and then extension 8640 for Lisburn inquiries, 8641 for Bangor and Ards inquiries, and 8642 for Downpatrick inquiries. Now we're here to offer some general advice and information, but we also do appreciate that discussing your finances can be a very personal matter, so we're happy to provide confidential one-to-one appointments. You may be asking yourself, what is student finance? Well, student finance for further education is financial support in the form of means-tested grants that can assist students with the costs associated with studying. These grants may be released to you on a weekly or termly basis. And the good news is a grant is money that you do not have to pay back on completion of your course. I would like to note here that the information in this video applies to our further education courses only and does not apply to the training and apprenticeship courses. Financial support is available to help with the different categories that you can see on screen. It can assist with maintenance and living costs, with books, kits and materials that you may need to purchase for your course, with tuition fees. Now, full-time further education courses at SERC do not have fees with the exception of A-levels at our Bangor campus if you're aged 19 and over. Financial support can also assist with the costs of home to college travel and also with childcare. So a quick overview of the sources of finance available. Some of the names you may recognise, and it might all be new to you, but we'll be going into each of them in a bit more depth. So we have Education Maintenance Allowance, or EMA. We've got a Home to College Travel Pass, Free School Meals, FE Grants, Hardship Fund, and Care to Learn. Education Maintenance Allowance, known as EMA, is a means-tested weekly award of £30 which is paid fortnightly into your bank account. To be eligible, you need to be under 20 on the 1st of July and it will be means-tested against household income, which should be 20,500 or less, or it can be 22,500 if there is more than one dependent child in the household. In addition to the weekly award, there's also a possibility of 2 bonus payments per year of £100 each, and the payments are all subject to attendance, which must be 100%. For some further information or to download an application, you can visit the NI Direct Government website, which is listed on screen. Free school meals. If you're aged 18 or under on the 31st of July and your parents are in receipt of certain benefits, you may be eligible to receive free school meals. If you are, you can collect your tickets from your campus reception at the start of each week, and you can then exchange these for food and drink in the college canteen. For further information and application forms, you can visit the Education Authority website, which is stated on screen. There's also the Home to College Travel Pass. If you're under the age of 19 on the 1st of July and you live more than 3 miles from the closest college campus offering your course, you can apply for a free bus or rail pass for your travel to and from college. This is not means tested. The travel passes are administered by the Education Authority and you will be advised of the application procedure at your point of enrolment. Next, we have further education grants, known as FE grants. This funding is essentially targeted to students who are above the age of EMA eligibility. It's a means-tested grant administered by the Education Authority and can provide assistance of up to £1,674 for dependent students and up to £2,092 for independent students. To be eligible, you need to be aged 19 or over on the 1st of July, and the household income needs to be £38,805 or less. They'll also take into consideration if you've previously received funding for a course of the same or higher level which you now wish to study. The payments, your overall FE grant award will be split into 3 payments and they will be released in Term 1, Term 2 and Term 3, and that will be subject to satisfactory attendance. The applications for FE grants are now open and can be downloaded from the Education Authority website, which is listed on screen. And the closing date for the grant is the 30th of September, so make sure that you apply before then. We also have the College Hardship Fund. Now you should only apply to this once you've exhausted all the other sources of funding. It may be that you're too old to receive a free travel pass and you've got significant travel costs to get to college. Possibly you're not eligible for EMA or an FE grant. You might be age 19 and studying an A-level courses and are seeking assistance with the tuition fee costs. Or possibly you've enrolled late and you've missed the funding deadlines. In these scenarios, you can apply to the Hardship Fund, which is a discretionary means-tested grant, and it may be able to assist you with maintenance costs, tuition fees, travel costs, books, kit and equipment costs, and also childcare costs. To be eligible, you need to be aged 18 and over at the time of applying, and your household income should be £33,951 or less. For payments, your overall award is split into 5 payments, which are released approximately every 6 weeks, and this is subject to satisfactory attendance. The application packs for the Hardship Fund will be made available to enrolled students in September. You may have parental responsibilities and are concerned about how you would afford childcare costs if you were to become a student at SERC. There is some childcare support available. Firstly, we have Care to Learn. This is for students aged under 20 at the start of their course and can provide support of up to £165 per week. If you want to apply for this fund, please contact the Student Finance team once you have enrolled on your course. If you're over the age to be eligible for Care to Learn, you could then apply to the FE Childcare Grant. And this is for students aged 20 and over at the start of their course and is means tested support of up to £130 per week for one child or £220 per week for 2 or more children. And to apply, you need to indicate on your FE grant application that you wish to apply for the Supplementary Childcare Grant. And if you're not eligible for an FE Childcare Grant, you would then apply to the College Hardship Fund. And this is for students aged 20 and over and can provide support of up to £110 per week for one child or up to £188 per week for 2 or more children. And applications for this will be available in September. Okay, so I just want to wrap up with some key points. Firstly, if in doubt, please ask. Don't just assume you're not eligible. Make contact with us and we'll advise you. Not everyone will receive the same amount of funding. As we've covered, it will depend on different criteria, including age and household income. Funding for further education is grant-based. Remember that you do not need to repay this. However, if you withdraw from your course, you may be asked to repay partial or the full amount of your award. Attendance. Release of your funding is subject to satisfactory attendance, so it's important that you maintain a high level. Apply early if possible to avoid disappointment. The FE grant applications are now open and you don't need to wait until you've actually enrolled in the course before applying for this fund. Lastly, funding for part-time further education courses is different, so please contact us and we'll be able to give you more information. And finally, to close, so you might have some questions, there's a lot of information to absorb, but we're here to help. And during this period of online learning with the campuses closed, we're still working and still responding to queries. So please email us at studentfinance@serc.ac.uk, or if you'd rather have a chat on the phone, you can call us on 028 9127 6602. Press hash, then extension 8640 for Lisburn inquiries, 8641 for Bangor and Ards inquiries, and 8642 for Downpatrick inquiries. Okay, thanks for watching.